With the release of the Pace Pro, Core now has two Aluula kites that are focused on twin tip riding. Today we'll be comparing the Pace Pro and the XR Pro to see what characteristics they have and which one is right for you. So let's start with the first question. What is the Pace Pro designed for? If you've been watching closely, you'll have seen the Pace featured on multiple social media channels from big air riders, often performing double and sometimes even triple loops. This clearly indicates that the Pace is designed with twin tip, big air and kite loops in mind. In order to accomplish this, the kite needs to be fast and provide substantial lift. These qualities make it a perfect twin tip kite, but its versatility doesn't end there. When I tried the Pace in various sizes across the range, I found it to be a very playful and forgiving kite. Steering mistakes are easily corrected due to its fast movement through the wind window. Next to that, the light pull in the loops makes it the perfect kite to try new tricks. It even surprised me big time when I took it out on the foil because it provides a very sporty ride with its light Aluula airframe. In order to compare the Pace Pro and XR8 Pro, we'll have to look at their structural differences and similarities. Both kites feature a leading edge and strut made out of Aluula. By now you're probably familiar with Aluula properties, so I won't dive too deep into this. In short, it's lighter and stiffer in comparison to Dacron, which allows kite designers to thin out the leading edge and struts without losing stability. This in turn creates faster kites that are more agile and responsive in the sky in comparison to their Dacron models. When we look at the struts, you'll notice that the Pace is a 3-strut kite, where the XR is a 5-strut kite. These extra struts on the XR provide it with stability and power, but come at the cost of weight, which impacts the responsiveness and agility of the kite. You'll notice that the Pace is a lot more agile and responsive in the sky, but it will be slightly less powerful than the XR. A notable difference is the bridle system. The Pace features a 14-point fixed bridle, which is a first for core kiteboarding, where the XR features an 8-point bridle with pulleys. Both of these systems have their strengths and weaknesses and give each of these kites their unique feel. The pulley bridle allows for linear deep power behavior and feel on the bar. Additionally, the steering behavior when you have your bar all the way sheeted out is much better as the kite retains tension on the steering lines. The pulley bridle on the XR also allows the kite to change its arc in the sky. When I pull the bar down, the kite opens up the arc, increasing the projected area by more than 10%, giving it loads of lift. So why would you go for a fixed bridle? With a fixed bridle, it's all about optimizing the bar feel and handling with bar almost all the way down, also known as the sweet spot. In the sweet spot, you'll have a very direct bar feedback, making it very easy to feel what the kite is doing. Next to that, the kite designer is able to set the shape perfectly for a very predictable behavior. With the bar all the way up, the kite will have slightly less bar feedback as most of the line tension will be on the front lines. It's important to note that the fixed bridle changes the characteristics of the kite upon release of the safety. It's important that the Pace is only flown with the new Core Sensor 4 bar, as this provides a bigger difference in power line length, ensuring a full flag out upon release. The Sensor 3 bar has less difference in power line length, and that could result in a kite that continues pulling on the safety line up when you release it. When examining the shape of both kites, you notice that they both have quite a high aspect ratio, which is perfect for power delivery and hang time. The aspect ratio of the Pace decreases with the smaller sizes, making it loop quite a bit faster. Next to that, the Pace also has more surface area in the tips and a higher arc, resulting in a kite that steers way faster than the XR. Under the hood, the Pace features a lighter 75 micron bladder, which has been extensively tested in our light wind range and now standard since the Nexus 4. This, in combination with fewer struts, makes the pace about 150 to 200 grams lighter than the XR. How do the technical details affect the handling of these kites? On the XR, it's easier to consistently jump high as the kite boosts loads of power when you pull that bar down, creating an elevator ride up. On the pace, you'll have to work a little bit harder for this height, as you need the right timing and technique. Once you get everything right, it really shoots you up into the sky, and I believe that the maximum jump height isn't far off from the XR. The XR boosts heaps of hang time and easy landings due to the amount of lift that it provides throughout the jump. The pace provides slightly less hang time, and on the landing it's important that you keep the kite moving to prevent it from flying behind you. This is common with most Aluula kites, as their thinner leading edge makes them shoot to the edge of the wind window, requiring a loop to maintain lift. This makes them more technical to ride, but also gives them a very unique feel that is hard to find in a Dacron model. In loops is where their pace truly shines. It drives through the turn with a very predictable and constant pull, together with a tight turning radius, making it very easy for double loops or your first kite loops. When the kite points back towards 12 and you sheet that bar out just a little bit, the kite shoots back up, making for a super fast recovery. The XR has a stronger, more aggressive pull during the loop, creating a yank when you send it. This created forward speed can cause a brief moment where the kite waits before shooting back up towards 12, creating a tiny freefall. I really love this feeling, as it reminds me of the kite loops I used to pull on the GTS, but it requires a little bit more technique and leaves less room for errors as you would have with the pace. When we compare the power of both kites in the same size, you'll find that they have a similar wind range. The XR has slightly more power and therefore does better on the low end, but when the wind really starts to pick up, you can hold the pace down for a bit longer before being blown away. If you want to switch it up and ride something else than your twin tip, I would really recommend the pace, as it offers more versatility with its lightweight 3-strut Aluula frame. On the foil, I found it to be super playful and fun, and I'm sure it does well in the waves too. Of course, it doesn't match the full versatility of the Nexus, but it will still be heaps of fun when you leave your twin tip at home. I hope you'll be able to make a choice between these two awesome kites with all the information I gave you. It's also possible to combine both kites in your quiver, and this is something I'll personally be doing. So the bigger kites I'll be riding at pace, as I really like the playful riding that they provide and the easiness of learning new tricks. For the 9 meter, I'm still undecided, as both the Pace Pro and the XR Pro offer very unique riding characteristics that are fun. For the smaller sizes, so 8 meter and below, I'll probably opt for the XR, as I don't need such a fast kite and I really enjoy the easy landings and the stronger pull during the loop of the XR Pro. Let me know what your dream setup looks like and drop a comment if you have any questions. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Cheers!